Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and yeah, subscriber series to kick it off, a celebrity special one. This has been sent in to me by martindogger, who some of you play Blitz will be aware of. He's a World of Tanks Blitz community contributor, and more recently console as well. And he sent me this one in of his T3485, when I can get it right. And there's a link to his channel down in the description as well, and I'd encourage you all to go and have a look, because he's done some great console videos, and like I say, any of you that play Blitz, go and have a look, he's done some brilliant Blitz videos as well. Now, as I said, he's a World of Tanks Blitz community contributor, and he's not had his console overly long, still getting used to some of the maps. But you know, it's one of those things, you know, you get used to them fairly quickly, but not in a way that you know every sort of, you know, nook and cranny and location, etc. And he's working his way down the lines, and one of the things that he did say, you know, is a huge difference, you know, with obviously from Blitz to this is the size of the maps, the detailing in them. And also the games are a lot bigger and longer. Blitz are smaller games, the shorter games as well, and the maps are smaller, so it is a bit of a difference. But anyway, back to this. So Ron Westfield has made his way up the hill, and quite a few team members behind him. It's nice to see a decent team spread actually on Westfield. The last few times I've been on this, more often than not, the team haven't spread particularly well. Of either sort of been a bit all or nothing in one direction or the other, up one hill or the other one. But yeah, his team spread quite nicely. Technically a tier 7 match, although there's only one tier 7 on each team, but still got to keep an eye out for it. But it is quite a nice tank. Now this is the regular T3485, not the HMH version with the extra armour on the front. And the T3485, you know, it is quite a capable tank. Now he's trying to back off there because that M6 came over, but somebody had pulled right alongside him, which really limited his movement. But that was a nice little flick of the hull, and that bounced off the side. Just missed the M6, and he's pulling back there behind the hill, and martindogger's just popping out, trying to get some snapshots into him. Can be a bit inaccurate, well, like all Russian guns, it can be a bit inaccurate, can be spookily and eerily accurate at times. Obviously everyone jokes that it's the hand of Stalin reaching up from beyond the grave, and that seems to be the thing with Russian tanks. Now that M6 is dealt with, but or was it an M6? I'm sure it was an M6. Again, very small preview screen, and also with martindogger having it on the regular colours with it being red, it's a little bit tricky for me to read some of the names against the green background. But that one's definitely an M6. And he's just popping up and putting the shots right through that weak spot on the front. M6s, they are quite tough frontally. They've always been fairly tough frontally, but then they got that buff a few updates ago, along with the T1 heavy, and made them a little bit, you know, a little bit more tough frontally. Now he's popping up in places where the enemy tanks don't seem to be looking. They're always concentrating on something else, one of the heavies. And he's popping around and working on the flanks of them and getting the shots in when they're not looking at him, which is the right thing to do. You know, this is a capable medium flanker. And now his team have managed to take the big hill, the main hill on Westfield, and he's using that speed to get down into the action. And again, there goes that infamous Russian accuracy, the bad side of it, not the good side. Trying to get shots in on the enemy T3485, who does seem to be panicking somewhat. And trying to get away. Can't blame him. There is, you know, a good half of the enemy team bearing down on his position. And there's a few more. In fact, most of the enemy team, it's, you know, they've got a 3-tank lead, martindogger's team, which is not too bad, but there's still a good portion of the enemy team left knocking about. And there's one of them. That was a nice shot on the front of that KV-85. He was looking in this direction. I don't think martindogger was spotted by him, and he's managed to take him down. And there's the enemy T3485. Nice shot on them while he was moving down that hill, just to take him out. And he's been having a nice game. That's his 4th kill. He's got some nice assisted there, some spotted and tracked. Only a couple of spotted, 3 tracked, but it'll all add up to some, you know, decent assisted damage towards the end. And now there's only 4 enemy tanks left on the on the enemy team. There's a T-150 down there through the bush. And martindogger is now working on him. Let's pop back up again. And again the T-150 is looking in another direction. And yeah, it didn't get another shot in before the rest of the team just sort of swooped in with their guns blazing. I'll say swooped in. Kinda swooped in. Now, this sort of thing kind of bugs me a little bit. It's not too bad at this point. There's one guy capping, which is fair enough. You don't know what's going to happen. There's only 3 enemy tanks left on the other team. Just managed to get a good hit into that one up there. Didn't quite see what it is. Is that a Hellcat? Yeah, looks like it. Could possibly. I can't quite read the name. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, you never know what's going to happen. It looked like it was going to be an easy win, but depending on how good the players are that are left on the enemy team and what they're in, they could turn it around. I've seen it happen. But now, with that last heavy tank taken down, it's not looking very likely to be a loss. So this kind of bugs me, why that guy hasn't left the cap yet. You know, there's only 1 tank left on the enemy team, and then another guy goes and joins him to speed up the cap. I mean, that one guy, they could have had enough time to get to this last tank and kill him, but there's just this one last tank. If you don't want to get any more damage done, fair enough, just sit out a cap. You know, and let whoever does want to get the damage done, get it done. But anyway, never mind. Capped out for the win, which was frustrating, and you may have heard martindogger there over the headset express his frustration. But yeah, very nice game. Ace tanker came out of that, high caliber. Some very nice XP there, and 2,500 damage with a lovely 12.5 assisted, and 5 destroyed as well. So yeah, very nice game in the T-3485. Very, almost very textbook, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Just you know, good way of using that tank. Very well shown. So thank you for sending that one to me, martindogger. And as I said earlier, I encourage you all to go and give his channel a watch, because he's done some very good videos on there on Blitz and console, and it might encourage you to have a go at Blitz on your phone, because it is quite good fun. Anyway, I'll be back with another video tomorrow, so until then, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.